Hi everyone, and welcome to the first official Friday Funbits. That's the official name. Thank you for everyone who voted on my Facebook page to the question. Thank you for everyone who participated 2 weeks ago and last week. I drew the names of all of the winners, and I'm sure if most of you have seen, Connecticut was hit by this freak snowstorm last Saturday. And essentially we've been trying to recuperate all week. And by recuperate, I mean most people have been without power. My parents and my sister and her family, who live in the town next to us, have been without power since last Saturday. My sister has a 3- and a 5-year-old, and it's nearly impossible to occupy kids in the dark. So it's been a challenge for her, and I really feel for her, and we've tried to help out in whatever way we can. But between all that, I'm lucky enough to work from home, so it hasn't been that much of an issue for me. However, once there's no power, there's all sorts of things that we take for granted that we're blown out of the water from, like filling up your car. If a gas station doesn't have power, you can't pump. So we went through both my husband's car full of gas, and then he had to use my car and until we could locate a gas station that was open long enough without 2-hour lines to gas up. It was kind of like a mini 1970s whole gas crisis. It was just very strange. I'll be quite happy when everything returns back to normal, but why would I want to be a downer in this? I don't. I want to share with you some cool things. So today, just today, I received my newest monthly stamp from the Stamps of Life, and it looks like Stephanie changed the logo. It used to be a couple of flowers, but now this is her logo that she's using. And the name of this stamp set is Froggy to Love, and stamp set number 27 from the monthly membership. And I have to tell you, this has a very personal meaning for us, or for me. My husband's name is Paul, but he had an uncle named Paul as well, so he was always called Paulie. And then his dad nicknamed him Pollywog, as in toad, pollywog. So frogs have been very prominent in our lives, I think in his life, especially since he was a pollywog. So I typically make him cards with frogs on them. So this is just so stinking adorable. And check out this itty bitty little fly. I could just see a little tongue being drawn out to it. And there's some sentiments. Have a happy good time. I told you so. Happy birthday, Orbit, and this little itty bitty one. See, I love what Stephanie does. Thank you so much, Stephanie. She'll have an image, and then she'll also have a mini-me of it, which is a fabulous way to continue just a little something something on the outside of an envelope. So if you have a card that you're making with a stamp, and then you have that itty bitty little one, you could just pop either on the bottom of an envelope or on the outside, on the back flap. And she also does line ones, so you can color it in if you wish, and then the solid one, so you could stamp. So this would be stamped with a colored ink, and this you could do an outline with black or gray, and then color it in with Copics or pencils. So, and then Don't Croak. I love this one, and this gorgeous lily pad in lily. That is just beautiful. So I'm gonna play around with that, and I'll show you what I make with that. But that's the new stamp set. So I wanted to share that with you. And then I was looking around. I have all of these beautiful divine twines in little packages. I know Amy of Prairies in Ink, I think, I'll include a link to her channel right here, had shown that she also has these in little bundles, and they're very, very put together when they're in the packages. But then once you start to use them, they kind of turn into a bit of a mess. So I thought, I have all of these empty spools lying around. Why don't I spool the divine twine on here, label it on the top so I know what color and coat it is, because I often do projects for Welder Crafts just showing exactly which product I used. And this particular one is the pink one. And this is this beautiful plum. and then I can store them this way and get one of those wooden spool holders, and then they would make a really pretty decoration on my desktop, and then I will be reminded, since it's out, to use it. So, and then I want to show you, ooh, did I just knock the camera? I wanted to share one more thing. These are leftovers from a project I had. I wound the spool for some ATCs, which I don't have in front of me at the moment, otherwise I'd share them with you. The October ATCs, which were for What Your Paper Pantry, which were sewing theme or breast cancer awareness month, but I did both. I combined them, so I wound the pink and white spool on the little spool. So these are just leftovers, which I tried to keep my leftovers together. So I'm gonna spool these on, and then I have a question for you. What do you have in your stash that you only think of occasionally, but could probably be stored in a way that would cause you to use it more often? Like this. I also have another dilemma that I'm working through. I have an entire container of embossing powders, and this one I just showed most recently. It's the Puffs one from Ranger. And they're in one of those plastic drawer units, towers, and one drawer is entirely full of the embossing powders. I'm trying to figure out a better way to have them displayed, or at least most readily available or accessible, so I could use them more often. So in the description below, share with us what you either currently have displayed that you use more often since you started to display it, or a storage solution that you have that has encouraged you to use whatever product you're storing. So it's kind of a double thing. So I'm eager to see what everyone does and what suggestions people have, because this is a sharing community, and if something has really worked well for you, please share with us, because I'd love to pass it on to someone else. So there you go. That's the challenge for this week. Share a great storage solution that has caused you to use that product more since you've reorganized it. And there's, again, another little sneaky peeky at the frogs to love. So cute. Thank you so much for stopping by Friday Funbits. I'm catching up over the weekend on all sorts of crafting things since I have been swamped with work all week and have not been able to play. I owe all sorts of things, and I'm fingers crossed all the packages for the winners from last week are going to go in the mail tomorrow. I have everyone's addresses now. Thank you everyone for sending those in. I'm quite impressed that the interactivity is working really well. If you have any questions for me or comments, please leave them below, and I look forward to seeing your storage solution ideas. Thanks for watching.